If you have an alcoholic or addict living in your house or wanting to move back in and it's not going well and you're really concerned about how this is going to work out, I suggest you sit down with them, call a little meeting and say, hey, this isn't really working out for me. I think we need to make some changes. And then pull out a family contract or a household contract. The household contract should have a few things in it. This is what it needs to have. It needs to have an end date. You need to have a time when they leave. This is easier before they move in. Have a time when they will leave. You're helping them until this time, then they gotta go. And they gotta take all their stuff with them. 2, it's gotta be very specific. As an alcoholic and addict, we rationalize and justify everything, and we create our own rules and push things around, and it makes it convenient for us. Specific. 3, in those specific things, you want to say what you can do in my house and what you can't do in my house, and what the rules of the house are, such as there's no drugs and alcohol in my house. Everyone's in the house by 10 p.m. and stays in. There are no overnight guests in my house. Whatever that is for you, you got to put that down, and you've got to be specific. And the third thing you have to have in there is what happens if they don't do that. What are the consequences? And you got to be specific. If you do not follow these rules, if I continue to feel uncomfortable with this situation, I will call you an Uber and they will take you to the closest homeless shelter. Please find out where that is and write that in your contract so they can Google it and see where they're going. And I will call an Uber. They will take you to the homeless shelter. I will pack up your things and deliver them to you the next day. You don't want someone in there trying to pack and they're crying and everybody's screaming, and no. And you're not driving them to the homeless shelter. You get them an Uber. They get in the car, they're gone, you pack up their stuff and you deliver it to them. If they're not going to the homeless shelter, say, just let me know where you'll be and I'll deliver your stuff. And then you want them to sign it, and you're gonna sign it, and anybody else in the household that's making decisions or is affected by this person needs to sign it. Everybody needs to be on the same page.